In 1978, one psychology professor uncovered something chilling. 7 hidden triggers that could predict and even control almost every decision you make. Who you'd trust, what you'd buy, even who you'd become. The scariest part? You'd never know it was happening. One man discovered it. His name was Robert Cialdini. And what he found changed everything we know about free will. You are about to learn those 7 triggers, and by the end of this video, you'll never look at your own decisions the same way again. Picture this. You're walking down the street when a stranger suddenly hands you a Coke. No explanation, just, "Here, this is for you," and walks away. You're confused, but free Coke, right? 20 minutes later, he's back, and this time he wants something from you. "Hey, would you buy some raffle tickets? They're $5 each." Now here's the question. Or what do you do? If you said, "No way anyone buys those tickets," you're wrong. In the actual study, 76% of people said yes. Even people who admitted they didn't like the guy. Even people who suspected something was up. They bought the tickets anyway. Why? Because they'd just been hit by trigger number 1, the reciprocity trap. Your brain keeps a secret ledger. Every gift, every favor, every small kindness gets logged, and that debt must be repaid. It's called reciprocity, and it's so powerful that it overrides logic, suspicion, even dislike. The Hare Krishnas figured this out in the 1970s. They'd approach people in airports and force a flower into their hands. "Gift for you," they'd say. People would try to give it back. "No thanks. Keep it. It's free." Then came the ask. "Would you donate to our cause?" Donations skyrocketed 500%. Here's what's terrifying. It worked even when people threw the flower in the trash immediately after. The reciprocity trigger had already fired, and it's almost impossible to resist. Trigger number 2, the consistency trap. What if I showed up at your door and asked to plant a massive, ugly billboard in your front yard? You'd slam the door on my face, right? But what if 2 weeks ago you'd agreed to put a tiny 3-inch sticker in your window with the same message? In the real study, 76% of people who'd agreed to the sticker said yes to the billboard, compared to only 17% who hadn't. Same people, same neighborhood, one tiny difference. But change just one tiny detail, and suddenly you'll say yes. Your brain is a storyteller, and it will twist reality to protect the story it's already telling. I'm the type of person who cares about safety. I'm someone who helps the environment. I'm not easily fooled. But here's the terrifying truth. Your actions write that story, not your thoughts. Do something small, and your brain scrambles to make it fit your identity. In the 1950s, Chinese prison camps used this to break American POWs, not with torture, but with essays. Write why America isn't perfect, they'd say. Just small criticisms, seemingly harmless. But once the soldiers wrote those words, their brains started believing them. Small essays became bigger doubts. Bigger doubts became broken loyalty. They weren't just changing their minds. They were changing who they were. And once you take one small step, your brain will drag you the rest of the way. Trigger number 3, the social proof trap. Every hotel bathroom once had the same dull sign. Reuse your towels, save the planet. How many people complied? Just 35%. Then one psychologist changed just 7 words on that sign. Compliance shot up to 44%, then 54%. In some hotels, over 70%. What did they change? 75% of guests who stayed in this room reused their towels. Not just most people, not just other guests. People who slept in your exact bed. That's the power of social proof. But it doesn't stop at towels or laugh tracks in sitcoms. In 2008, a teenager named Megan Meyer was bullied online. At first, just a few cruel comments. But then others saw it happening, and they joined in. One insult became 10. 10 became 100. And suddenly, the cruelty was no longer from one person. It was from the crowd. This is the terrifying side of social proof. We don't just follow others when we're uncertain. We follow them even when they're wrong. Social proof doesn't just change what we buy. It changes who we become. Your brain has a simple rule. When in doubt, follow the crowd. It's kept humans alive for 200,000 years. But now, it's being weaponized. Why do sitcoms add canned laughter? Because it works. Studies show that people rate jokes as funnier and laugh longer when they hear other people laughing, even if it's fake. One laugh becomes 10, 10 becomes 100, and suddenly you're laughing. Not because it's funny, but because everyone else is. Trigger number 4, the liking trap. Joe Girard sold more cars than anyone in history. 13,001 cars in 15 years. His secret weapon? A postcard. Every month to every customer, the same message. I like you. That's it. 2 words and a signature. Those postcards generated over $200 million in sales. Here's the frightening part. It worked even when customers knew it was fake. They rolled their eyes and still came back to buy. That's the trap of liking, and it's deeper than you think. When someone compliments you, your brain releases dopamine, the same chemical as cocaine. When someone looks like you, acts like you, or shares your interests, mirror neurons fire. Your rational mind shuts down. Your guard drops. This is how con artists work. They don't look dangerous. They look likable. In one study, people were 67% more likely to give money to fundraisers who simply mirrored their body language. Not their words, not their pitch, just how they stood. Trigger number 5 made 65% of ordinary people willing to kill a stranger, just because someone told them to. Trigger number 6 is how cults recruit members, how conspiracy theories spread, and how people lose everything. And trigger number 7, it's the one that makes all the others almost impossible to resist. Those 3 are more powerful, more dangerous, and they work even when you know they're happening. That's what's in part 2. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe. If you wish to learn how to guard your own mind against such manipulation and trickery, check out the book Unfunk Your Mind, which has 365 such logical fallacies, cognitive biases, mental models, and critical thinking techniques to create the best you.